welcome to the deep dive. You know, trying to pick an automation testing tool these days,
Mm.
it can feel a bit much, right? Like you're lost in this crowded world of options.
Oh, absolutely. It's overwhelming. And
Wow.
getting it wrong, well, that can really slow things down.
Exactly. Choosing the right tool is just so critical for actually delivering software efficiently.
It really is. As the Guru 99 folks point out in the article we're looking at, a bad choice can genuinely hold back a project.
And that's why we're diving in today. We want this to be your shortcut, a way to get quickly informed about some of the top tools out there, hopefully help you save some time, boost reliability.
Yeah, we're leaning heavily on this great Guru 99 article, Top Automation Testing Tools 2025. These guys, they put in the hours, over 268 hours, testing more than 42 tools?
Wow.
Yeah, so we're distilling all that work for you, helping you figure out, the strengths, the weaknesses, so you don't get stuck with something that just doesn't fit what you need.
Okay, let's start at the beginning then. Just
Yeah.
quickly, what exactly is automation testing? Why does picking the right tool matter so much?
Right. So automation testing, basically, it's using special tools and scripts to run tests automatically. The big win is efficiency, accuracy, speed. It handles all the repetitive stuff.
Frees up the humans for the tricky bits.
Exactly. Lets testers focus on more complex scenarios, improves the overall quality. And the choice matters because, well, the tools are all over the map. Free, expensive, new, old. Each one's got its own quirks.
Makes sense. So with all that variety, how did Guru 99 filter down to the best ones? What were they looking for?
They had a really solid method. Key things were reliability, does it give consistent results? Performance, especially under load. Scalability, can it grow with your project?
Okay.
And importantly, user-friendliness. Is it intuitive? How well does it integrate with the stuff you already use? Support, documentation, speed, cost, all that good stuff.
That sounds like a really practical checklist. And I guess those are the same things you should be thinking about when you're evaluating tools for your own projects.
Precisely. It's a great framework.
All right, framework established. Let's get into their top picks. First up was the editor's choice, right? TestRig.
Yes, testRigor. The main appeal here is for the manual QA folks. It makes automation super accessible because you don't need coding skills. It uses plain English commands.
Plain English. That sounds really useful. And I saw this stat cuts test maintenance by up to 99.5%. Seriously, how does that even work?
It sounds almost unbelievable, doesn't it? But yeah, the AI is the key. It actually watches real users interacting with the application and generates tests based on that.
Oh, interesting. So it focuses on what people actually do.
Exactly. It prioritizes the crucial stuff. And for the non-coders, this AI generation just cuts out so much complexity and guesswork. It really empowers manual QA to drive automation themselves. Big bottleneck removed, especially for agile teams.
And the AI doesn't just generate, it keeps the tests updated too, as user behavior changes.
That's right, continuous updates. Plus, it integrates really smoothly into DevOps pipelines, CI/CD for that automated feedback loop. Very handy for agile workflows.
Gotcha. What else? Any other key features?
Well, it also has advanced multi-user testing, so you can simulate lots of users at once, which is great for things like messaging apps, complex systems.
Okay, so pros are the self-healing, the CI support, easy creation for non-coders. Cons.
The source mentions maybe limited advanced features compared to some others, but it covers a lot. Web UI, mobile, APIs, desktop, even Salesforce and ServiceNow.
And there's a trial.
Yep, 14-day free trial. Pricing, you need to request a quote.
Okay, from ease of use with testRigor, let's shift to the expert recommended pick. TestComplete. Sounds a bit more heavy duty.
It is, yeah. It's seen as a really essential tool if you're serious about automation. Very versatile scripting languages, lots of CI/CD integration options. It aims for simplicity without losing functionality.
What makes it stand out?
A big one is its object recognition. It uses AI and machine learning, so it's really good at identifying elements on the screen accurately, even when the UI changes a lot.
Ah, that's crucial for stability.
Definitely. And it has strong support for those big enterprise apps, SAP, Oracle, Salesforce. Now, the source does mention a steep learning curve.
Right, I saw that. But I guess that enterprise support might make the learning curve worthwhile for bigger companies.
Often, yes. If you're dealing with those complex systems, that robust functionality is a huge plus. It kind of justifies the initial effort.
And it offers both code and codeless options. How does that usually play out for teams?
That flexibility is great. It means you can have non-technical QA folks contributing right away with the codeless stuff, while your experienced devs can dig into complex scripts. Opens up the talent pool.
Makes sense. Any other features?
Yeah, it has visual testing, comparing screenshots to spot UI differences easily. Really useful after small updates. And solid data-driven testing, using spreadsheets or databases to run the same test with lots of different inputs. Helps catch edge cases.
Okay, so integrates with Git, versatile scripting, good multi-platform support, desktop, web, mobile, also a 14-day trial.
Correct. And pricing starts around $58 one-time fee for a single user license.
Got it. Now, the best overall pick was TestGrid. What's the story there? They called it one of the most intuitive.
Yeah, TestGrid aims for simplicity. Minimal setup needed, cloud-based interface sounds ideal if you need to scale up your automation quickly.
And the core appeal is codeless again.
Largely, yes. Making it accessible for all skill levels, saving time, especially if you don't have a team full of coders. But the AI aspect is interesting too.
Oh, so?
It has AI-powered test maintenance. So if the UI changes, the AI tries to automatically adjust the tests. That's huge for avoiding regressions, when new code breaks old features.
Right, that maintenance burden is a real pain point. So the AI tackling that.
Yeah.
That's compelling. And hang on, does the source say a lifetime free version is available?
It did, which is pretty amazing. And it lets you test on over 1,000 real browsers and operating systems.
1,000. Wow. For a company with users all over the world, what does that kind of coverage actually mean in practice?
It's massive. It means you can have real confidence that your app works consistently across tons of different devices and browsers in different markets. You don't need a huge physical device lab or have to rely only on emulators. It just ensures a consistent experience globally.
That's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
So web, mobile, what else?
It also does comprehensive API testing, functionality, security, performance, automates that whole process.
Pros seem clear. AI-driven, no-code, cloud or on-premise options, CI/CD integration. Any cons?
Just that some premium features, like something called Co-Tester, need a paid plan, but the free version is there. Paid plans start pretty reasonably, like $25 a month for 5 users, 1 parallel test.
Okay, those are the top 3. Let's broaden out a bit. What about some of the other notable tools? Selenium has to be mentioned, right?
Oh, absolutely. Selenium's a giant. Kind of a game changer for web automation. Open source, free, works with loads of languages, Java, Python, C#, JavaScript.
So very flexible. What are its key strengths?
It's got robust capabilities, advanced ways to find elements on a page, like XPath and CSS selectors, real-time debugging. You can run tests in parallel using Selenium Grid, big community support too.
But there's a catch.
Yeah, the big one. You need programming knowledge. The source is clear, it's unsuitable for teams without technical expertise. So great if you have the skills, but maybe a hurdle if you don't.
Good point. Okay, next. Open text functional testing. Sounds enterprisey.
It is. Designed for complex enterprise applications, it can automate really intricate workflows, supports a ton of different apps, web, desktop, SAP, Oracle, mobile, Delphi, .NET, Java, you name it.
What makes it good for enterprise?
Well, besides the broad application support, it has strong data-driven testing, reusable test components, cloud management features, and even scriptless options. It seems built for large organizations with complex, maybe even legacy systems.
Downside, let me guess, cost.
You got it. High licensing costs.
Nah.
Pretty standard for that level of enterprise focus.
Right. Then there's IBM DevOps Test UI, another big name.
Yep. Its strength seems to be really seamless integration with CI/CD tools, especially things like Jenkins, Bamboo, GitLab, good for web, .NET, Java, and SAT testing.
Any unique features?
It does cross-browser testing, but also something called storyboard testing. It's like visual scripting using editable screenshots. Could be helpful for less technical folks. Plus, automated bug tracking integration with Jira and others.
Sounds solid, especially if you're already in the IBM world. Cons.
Similar to TestComplete, a steep learning curve is mentioned.
Okay, pattern emerging there with the more powerful tools.
Yeah.
How about TestRigor Test Studio?
This one's pitched as versatile for both web and desktop apps. Highlighted as being particularly great for automating regression testing.
How does it help with regression?
It offers things like test scheduling, run tests overnight, you can build multi-step scenarios easily, cross-browser UI testing, record and playback for simpler test creation.
Anything else stand out?
It has built-in OCR optical character recognition. That's useful for testing things based on images or text within images, dynamic content. Could be very handy.
Good for teams using TestRigor already, I assume. Downside.
Again, costly licensing fees. Seems common for these comprehensive commercial tools.
And finally, WorkSoft Certify. This one sounded very specific.
Extremely specific. It's really designed to speed up and simplify testing within SAP Cloud ALM. built to handle the complexity of big SAP environments. A reliable choice for SAP integration, as the source puts it.
What are its specific advantages for SAP?
Things like unattended testing, letting tests run completely automatically, flexibility in how you deploy it during different SAP project phases, centralized management of test scripts. It even has integrated data management and real-time analytics dashboards.
Sounds powerful, but niche. Who's it not for?
Definitely unsuitable for startups due to the high cost. This is clearly aimed at large enterprises running significant SAP implementations, the titans of industry, as you said.
Right. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, a lot of tools. Bringing it back to the listener, what's the main message when they're trying to actually choose one?
I think the core message is just reinforcing that idea. Every tool is different. They all have their own strengths, weaknesses, target users. There's absolutely no single best tool for everyone.
Yeah, no silver bullet here.
Mm.
So we really want to encourage you, listening, to match the tool to your specific situation. Think about, your team skills. Are they coders or manual testers? What exactly are you testing? Web, mobile, desktop, big enterprise stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, what's your budget?
Absolutely. Hopefully this deep dive gives you a much better handle on the landscape so you can make a decision that's genuinely informed and helps you reach your goals.
Instead of picking something that, well, just doesn't fit and causes headaches down the line.
Exactly. Knowing the pros and cons up front can save a lot of trouble.
And there we have it. You've now got a much clearer picture of some of the top automation testing tools out there, their advantages, disadvantages, and who they might be right for.
And maybe something to think about as we wrap up. Given how fast AI is evolving in these tools, like we saw with TestRigor and TestGrid, what does the next generation of automation testing look like? How will that change the skills needed in software development even more?
Interesting question to ponder. Food for thought as you navigate the ever-changing tech world.
City.